Have you ever played a video game that genuinely changed your life? For me, that game was Overwatch. Now, whatever game you chose or thought of in that moment, I want you to keep in mind throughout this whole video. What's up, Coyote Talks? Welcome back to a new style of video that I will be doing on the channel today. I just want to take a moment to explain what this series is going to be about because it's the first episode. It's a podcast style type of video where I'm going to be talking over gameplay with minimum edits, even though I'm going to make 100 mistakes here and I'll be edited it back like crazy. But we get better as we go. The goal is to share some of my most personal moments in my life, personal gaming moments in my life, and basically get better talking to the camera. But that's the boring stuff out the way. Let's talk about the topic of hand, and that is Overwatch and how it changed my life. So basically I wanted to start by how I actually got introduced to Overwatch. Now I remember seeing a little trailer for it back in 2015. Just before it released, and I actually got access to the beta of the game. And when I got access to the beta, I thought, why not? I'm trying every other game at the time, let's give this one a shot. So that's what I did. I loaded up the beta for the first time, and honestly I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think it was going to be definitely a game I'll be playing in 10 years time. It totally caught me off guard. But yeah, to give you a little bit of backstory of how I used to play games, I grew up with Call of Duty. Basically that's all I used to play. I smashed it out, got Prestige Master, stayed off school. I was known for the kid that stayed off school playing Call of Duty. Sad when you look back at it, but that's just basically what I used to occupy my time. Not much has changed, but yes. And going from that, I liked first person shooters. So when I loaded up Overwatch, I instantly got hooked on Soldier 76. And that was the beauty of Overwatch at the time. Everyone discovering the new characters and basically coming from different games. Like, for example, like tank players would mainly stick to Reinhardt, coming from World of Warcraft and stuff. Like, people that played healers in MMOs really stuck to Mercy and stuff like that. You get the gist. But basically from the beta, I played it so much. I remember just like giving me life to it over the time. And yeah, it basically became, wow, the heroes is what made and broke Overwatch for me. Just having a cast of unique style heroes, actually giving like personality to the people that you're playing as, it really blew my mind at the time, and it really got me hooked on like the story elements, even though there wasn't that many, but like the cinematics and like the whole world of Overwatch. It's still hands down one of the better worlds to this day in my opinion. And basically the gameplay was another huge selling point for me. Like every character had different abilities, and like they could change the fight in their own way. Everyone had their own role. Like you were, if you were Mercy, you would be healing the team, and that was your main focus. If you was playing a damage hero like Soldier, you had to be killing people. If you're playing tank, you keep the team alive, and it's just like a whole like a triangle of perfectness, if that makes sense. It's the gameplay was so addicting for its time. Then it led more into being a serious game for me. I got more into the competitive scene, and when I say the competitive scene, I don't mean esports. Basically, I meant the competitive mode in Overwatch. I'm assuming you guys know of that, because competitive is in most games now. But yeah, I got into the competitive scene, and that's all I played. I swear to God, that's all I played for years. Just trying to rank up and smash the game. The highest I ever got to on console was, from what I remember, is mid-masters, and that was back in Overwatch 1. And yeah, I was having a pretty good time. I met a load of friends, which I will get to in a moment, but basically I was known in the friend group as the Soldier 76 main. Coyote, get on Soldier 76, and I would absolutely obliterate everyone on console. And it was just absolutely peak. I couldn't do that now, by the way. Like, I am so washed. Gamers can probably relate to that. But yeah, going back to the friend group that I was mentioning, I met so many friends during my time with Overwatch. And when I say during my time, literally that's from the release of the beta of Overwatch 1 to now Overwatch 2, which is now Overwatch 1 again. Yeah, confusing. basically the friends that I made along the way, I remember joining a group of a post of Xbox. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this one, but on Xbox, they recently got rid of it. They used to be looking for group posts, and you could post like a little like Reddit thread basically and say, hey, I'm looking for this specific person to join this specific team. Do you want to play this role? And yeah, and I remember cycling through them because you would join and then as soon as you lose, everyone would just disband or you get kicked and stuff. But I remember meeting a group of friends that liked the game too and took it seriously. I'm not going to be saying any names. Well, I don't think so. I mentioned one name because I know she won't mind. But yeah, I just met like so many groups of friends during that. Getting on literally every day from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. I proper smashed this game. Like, I was no life in this game. It got to the point where like every friend group happens, arguments started. I don't know why, that's just the rule of thumb with things like this. And then basically that friend group disbanded kind of like over time. I still look back and I'm still friends with some of them today, and I really appreciate that time I spent with that friend group. But yeah, it's I only talk to a couple of them now. I really want to say the names, but you know who you are if you're listening. And then I met my good friend Nova, which is the only name I'm going to mention today because, yeah, I know she wouldn't mind. But Nova has been present on the channel before as well. Like you guys have seen, if you watch some of my live streams in the past, you know who Nova is. And yeah, basically, me and Nova, God, I'm looking back now and it's really bad, Nova. I forget how our friendship started, but I think it was through Jacob, with it. Another name, there you go, name dropping people. But basically, yeah, I met Nova, and she was at the time playing Overwatch on the Xbox, and I remember basically playing with that friend group again, and just smashing Overwatch and becoming sick and then hard stuck platinum for the rest of my life. It was great. It was honestly the best time ever. But I'm rambling here, we need to get back on track. But my main point in saying this, if you've got a game that you've been smashing for years, you will have met friends through that. And if you look back on how you met them, it's just such a special moment how people can come together through in gaming and just spend so much time together. And honestly, I would say the friends that I met during Overwatch are one of the closest people in my life, and honestly the best memories that I have in my life. And that is a point that I wanted to push in this video. Gaming is amazing and it shouldn't be taken for granted. Obviously there's the other end of the spectrum where you jump in a game, you plug your mic and you say hi, and then you get some fat fella telling you to fuck off. You know what I mean? You get them people. But you know what? There's a lot of good diamonds in the rubble. So, you know, yeah, I'm sure you got friend groups that you can think of when I'm explaining this. But that leads me into my next point, is how it affected my confidence. I wasn't the most confident person. I'm still not. But basically, I was the quiet kid in school, especially in secondary school, where I would just sit at the back of the class and I was like, just dead quiet, wouldn't talk to no one. My anxiety just stopped me. And basically, I was like that with gaming as well. Like, I would sit quiet in parties. But when just meeting these people and interacting with them and playing like a similar game where everyone has the same mindset, it really brought me out my shell, and I was the complete opposite during Overwatch. I was like this really shouty, trying to make everyone laugh personality who, when I look back on, because I was 15, I was probably just that annoying kid of the friend group. But I've always wanted to entertain and be that like source of entertainment for people and make people laugh, because when people laugh at you, even if it's laughing at you or with you, it's such a warm feeling in it. I want to be part, like, you know, I want to be, when you make someone laugh, it's just so wholesome, if that makes sense. That's the best way I can describe it. So my confidence got a real good boost off it. And that leads me to the YouTube side of it. So we're going on to Overwatch 2 now. Overwatch 2 come out, and I thought, you know what? I love entertaining people. I love that I want to I love this game and I know a lot about this game, and I've always had a passion for like making content. I've always looked up to like big YouTubers like KSI, and the Sidemen and stuff like that. I'd be here all day with how many people I've watched, but I've because I grew up with YouTube, I've always wanted to do that, and it's always been like a dream job of mine. And that's when I was like, you know what? Let's take this a little bit more seriously. Let's get a gaming PC. Let's start streaming. So I bought all my streaming equipment that I've still got now. And basically, this where YouTube comes in. Welcome to my channel. And basically, I got the streaming equipment, got set up, and yeah, it started over on Twitch. It wasn't fully Overwatch. It was just all different games because I thought horror games would be good, and I thought that like playing a plethora of games and games I actually really enjoyed, that will get me to where I want to be. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. You know, if you started to do YouTube, I won't bore you with all the stuff, but if you just go live and just play a random game and go join my stream, no one joins, obviously, because you need to be making content for a specific type of audience, and I thought I will build my audience around Overwatch. One, because I knew a lot about the game. Two, I thought I can be entertaining during my matches. And three, honestly, I was a little bit naive in terms of looking at streamers and going, you know what, that looks easy. And it is and it isn't, but I won't get, that's a topic for another day. So yeah, basically I started streaming Overwatch, and you know what? I can confidently say I think I smashed it. We got 10,000 subs, which is a massive feat for me. And basically, yeah, I have so many months of memories of streaming Overwatch and having people come in, the same people come into my chat, and the experiences that we've made over the channel. If you've been here, you know, I used to do like playing with viewers on Fridays and stuff, and it was just such a cool experience. And then obviously I've took breaks and stuff, and I want to explain that in future videos. Like this, I don't want to mix them both, but basically, one thing comes to another, and I started to not dislike Overwatch, because I never dislike Overwatch, but basically, the cracks in Overwatch 2 started to show, and that brings me to the next segment of the video, like the journey of how the basically you can't have good without bad, and this is where the bad comes in, not to be negative. When Overwatch 2 launched, I thought, you know what, this is going to actually be one of the best experiences ever. And then I remember just playing the first day, and I was like, oh no. like the 5v5 is not it. I still don't think the 5v5 is it. I voiced my opinions on what I dislike. And don't get me wrong, they haven't made a bad game. They've just made a load of bad decisions in a row. With the PvE, I really think personally Overwatch should push the story, push the PvE. Maybe not the PvE mode that we got, but like, a better mode. Push the story, get it on Netflix, get it on a streaming platform, really go for it. Because the story is what people love. Like, I want to take us back to BlizzCon in like 2016 when it won Game of the Year. Oh my god, the people, like the fans, everyone was praising the game, cosplaying. Like, the community was so good, and I feel like the community's still there, but it's like hanging on. I'd pay any money to get us back there. But yeah, with the updates that they did, and they literally, I don't know if you know this, but with Overwatch, the whole dev team changed. Like, Jeff Kaplan left. I love Jeff Kaplan. I wish he was still here. Not to shit on Aaron Keller, by the way. Like, the lead story designer left eventually, the lead gameplay designer left eventually, the lead character designer, you know what I mean? Like, they all left and then got replaced. Not to say that the team's bad now, but obviously if you replace it with other people, the gameplay will take a hit and the game will take a hit because it's a different vision. And that's all Overwatch 2 is. It's a different set of people with a different vision. And you know what? I can look back and go, right, I want the old Overwatch back. Maybe it's nostalgia reasons, but that's what it is. I didn't agree with a lot of the updates. The push of monetization really done me in. The fact that the skins aren't that good and the battle pass isn't that good, it really, like, over time I just become a moan and get. And it really like affected me content because I felt like I was always moaning and stuff. But that leads us to the state of Overwatch now. I have not played Overwatch in about 6 months. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played in 6 months. I know they recently come out with an update with the new tank Demon, I think, and they've got Shion now. I think if it's Shion, I might be wrong. God, I used to do every update and I used to do everything. It's weird that I don't. But basically, in my next video, I'm gonna, well, not next video, but next week's videos, I'm gonna jump back into Overwatch and we're gonna have like a little bit of a reunion of Coyote playing it again, experiencing it for the first time. Well, the new changes for the first time. So if you're interested in that, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe up. I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, let's just go for the whole circle point of view and why I've made this video. Basically, Overwatch, I will, as much as I shit talked it on stream because I thought that was my job, I love Overwatch. I think they've got an absolute gem of a game there. And I'm sure if you've made it to this point in the video, even if you haven't played Overwatch or you don't play Overwatch, I'm sure you've got a game out there that you can literally compare this to and go, you know what, that's that game for me too. But for me, Overwatch has been an absolute blast to play over 10 years. I can't wait to see what they do in the future, honestly. And you know what, I will never ever, as much as I can say I don't really touch it now, I can say that game honestly changed my life. It brought breath of fresh air into a gaming market. The story in the community was just peak. The friends that I've made, which I'm still friends with now, and basically it changed my life. I wouldn't be sat here recording this video today without Overwatch, because that's what started my, let's call it, a career. But yeah, that's basically the gist of everything and what I wanted to talk about. If you have enjoyed today's video or today's ramble, feel free to drop a like down below. Please let me know if you have enjoyed it, because I want to continue this as a series and I've got loads more topics in the future that I want to touch on. It might not be about gaming, it might link to gaming, it might be about like content creation, it might be about my personal like childhood, or it can be about literally anything. So I'm just gonna see how this video does. I'm gonna see what happens, because it's been a blast for me to record this and just ramble to you guys for like 20 minutes. It's been boss. But other than that, thank you so much for taking the time and watching. I hope the gameplay I've put over this is good. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you on my next video or videos. Peace.